Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Wandering Village. I'm Evie Greenbottle, and I'm so excited to be playing this game and sharing it with all of you. We're about to get some nomads. That means more people to help out here on the back of Onbu, our very own dinosaur. Look at him go. He's such a sweetie. Now, last episode, we just got started here. We built some tents. We built a farm. We're having a bit of a water problem because, of course, we are in the desert. We've got some berry collectors, actually 2 berry collectors. And we have started getting planks and stone slabs, which means we're going to be able to build our kitchen fairly soon. Now, of course, they haven't actually started to make any of these into planks or slabs. They're working away. There's only one person in there. He can only go so quickly. And same with here. We've almost got the slab, though. That's very close. But we need to get our villagers to continue to collect all of these resources all around. We're also trying to thin out the trees down here so that when we do enter a bad biome full of poison, we won't be overrun. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Onbu is ticking away. Now, his sleepiness is going up, and of course his hunger is going up as well, and there's nothing we can do about either of those at the moment. We haven't unlocked any of the technologies for us to tell Onbu what to do. You can see here, no horn blower built, but also we have no Onbu doctor and no feeding trebuchet just yet, so there's absolutely nothing we can do to interact with Onbu at the moment. But we're working on that. Things are being researched. We're going to get there. Hopefully our people can build this other research hut as well. They do get very distracted though by roads. And whenever you put a road down, that's always what they want to do first. Wow! We have encountered the small group of nomads. So they're looking for a new home. We can let them join us and we pick them up, or we can send them away. Now, of course, we need people. We need workers. So let's pick them up. Now, they could be poisoned and we wouldn't be able to help them. They could also be hungry, and we would be able to help them, or they could be perfectly healthy. So let's see. 3 healthy people have joined our village. Handy. Good. Because if they were poisoned, we would just have to slowly watch them, well, succumb to their poison, I suppose. Now, they don't have a house, because we built exactly as many houses as we needed. So we're going to have to build just a few more tents. I might pop them down here. Just do maybe 3. No, let's do 4 more. In this kind of little section down here. Does that seem like it's not? Have I done something weird? Are those not lined up? Seems like this one's slightly longer. But not like a whole square longer, just like a... Strange. Alright, these guys don't have the resources they need to actually do their jobs. So we might just, I don't know, close this for now. I need them to just go forth and gather some trees. There's trees around to be gathered. All the trees can be gathered. Go. They will not. Right. Oh, wait. Are they going to go? What's he doing? Where are you going? He's moving to a pile of stones. Okay, so as people have broken these stones, rather than them carrying it somewhere, he's just going to go gather himself. So hopefully he will go do that as well. Go get some logs for yourself. Or get some berries. Whatever you're doing, go do the thing. Just get back to work. That's it. The villagers, they're good. They'll just kind of crack on with things usually. Now let's take a look and see what we're facing. Ooh, okay. We are going to make a choice up here. Now we can go up that way, or we can go down this way, and that's always the choice. So it's always this kind of little crossroad. However, we don't have a horn blower. We do not have the ability to guide Onbu in a direction. He's going to just pick. We could try to research it, because our research has just finished. The cactus plantation is now done. So we open our research tree here. We've unlocked a few more things. So a scavenger hunt, a food stand, the village doctor, tomato plantation, corn plantation, and wheat harvesting. Now, all of these foods have different biomes that they're the best suited for. Tomatoes, though, we would need a knowledge point. And as you can see over here, we do not have a knowledge point. We can only get knowledge points by exploring the area, which means we would need a scavenger hunt to do that. A scavenger hunt is pretty important, but a village doctor is going to keep us from being poisoned, so that's also very, very important. And I think if we get that... Oh, wait. Yeah, I mean, the dung collector is also really important. The hornblower is also really important. There's a lot of things here that are very important, but I think we'll go with villager doctor because that's going to keep our people alive, and I feel like that's just incredibly important. Not that they're not all important, they are. Right, the two options, so he could go into this mountain biome, which is a lot cooler. It does usually have some levels of poison, or we can continue on this desert, and it looks like it might change biomes down here. We'll have to see. I mean, ideally we would get out of this desert because this desert is very dry and we are going to very quickly run out of water, especially if we're trying to plant some beets like we are. Now, let's see. We could switch to cactus and that would get us water, or we could stick to beets. Now, of course, the crops, they're not growing at all in the current temperature. Not ideal. Maybe we do switch over to cactus and just kind of fill up on the whole waterfront. Now, they'll continue to just harvest those. These will just stay here. They won't get rid of them or anything until they're ready. But now they'll plant and harvest some cactus, and then we can harvest the cactus to get some water. And there, look, they've already put their first bit of cactus in the ground. They don't waste any time. Well done, Gelia and Joe. Excellent work. Right. Harlan over here is just eating some berries before they go back off to work to move to the tree. And there seems to be a pile of berries just sitting on the floor. We haven't actually built this pantry yet. So there's nowhere for them to store the food at the moment. So when they do harvest something, it's either staying in the building if there's room for it, or it's just going on the ground. So not ideal, but that does sometimes happen. Oh, now look down here. Onbu has evacuated his bowels. Now, normally, if we had a dung collector, we would collect that and turn it into compost or biogas. And biogas is for getting rid of poison. And of course, the dung, we can also be turned into compost, which helps our farms grow. Oh, good. This is built now. So we can plant and harvest mushrooms. But once again, I think here it's just because there's no plots assigned, but it's going to be a bit hot. A little bit hot. They'll still grow in this temperature. It's not torrid. It's not in the red zone. It is in the yellow zone. So they'll grow a little bit. It's also going to need water to grow. Now, the mushrooms are not for our people to eat. They will not eat these mushrooms. These mushrooms are specifically for the Onbu. We can turn them into giant balls of Onbu food that we will later trebuchet directly into his mouth. And it's just as amazing and cute as it sounds. Now, hopefully, actually, either way Onbu goes, he's going to get a sleeping spot, which he probably will take advantage of because he is now at 54% sleepiness. It's so cute. It's just so cute. All right. Ooh, our research building has the space for one more worker to come work here, but we are getting to the point now where we are actually a little bit short on workers. Of course, we have 5 workers here. How many people are getting Onbu food? There are 2. I might steal one of you to come work here. Ooh, maybe. Or where are they going to go? Where are you going to go? Where are they trying to work? There we go. They did go over here, so they've just taken a while to walk. But if we have 2 people researching the village doctor, it's going to go a bit faster. So it's going to speed up. And that's 140% efficiency because we've got 4 scientists. So the faster we research things, the better off we are. Also do need people to be gathering resources constantly and gathering food constantly and just keeping an eye on things. Look, Onbu seems unsure about which path to take at the upcoming crossroads. Now, we can't tell him. We can't help him out. I mean, that one has a bit of a thunderstorm, which we'd have to go through. Not ideal, but there'll be hazards down this way as well that we just can't see yet. He's going to choose which path he wants to take, because we can't tell him. When we have a hornblower, we'll be able to tell him which way to go, but at the moment, there's nothing for us to do. So we just have to sit back and wait and see which way he goes. And I guess just hope for the best. I mean, either way, he gets to have a little sleep. This way, though, there is a chance we'll go into a thunderstorm. And the thunderstorm could damage our fragile buildings. So things like our tents might be knocked down because they have a very low durability. The airwell, for example, also has a fairly low durability. Now, the water tank, indestructible. Fantastic. Carpenter, medium durability. Farms, I think, are also medium durability. low durability for the berry gatherer. So different things have different durabilities, and the storms, depending on how intense they are, will be able to destroy some of our buildings, which isn't great. But we'll survive. We can rebuild. We just need to regather some of the resources for it. So, not the worst thing that could happen, but also not the best. Right, Onbu, which direction are you going to take? Are you going to turn, or are you going to keep going straight? Now, personally, I like the mountain biome because it's cooler, and we can get quite a lot of things growing in that cooler biome. And this looks like more desert, which is fine because we've got the cactus now, so we can make do. And it looks like he has chosen to continue down this way, so kind of slightly more southeastern route here instead of the northeastern route, I guess. And that's fine. When he gets here, he's going to have a little sleep because he's getting quite tired now. And we'll have to just see if our toxicity changes as we enter that new biome or not. Right, we don't have any workers currently to work in here. What we could do is take a couple of you, pop you in here, and keep one as general workers and put one as harvesters. So they'll just go around and harvest these things that we've set for them to harvest. And the other ones will kind of do the general working. They'll do some of the building, they'll do some of the gathering, they'll do some of the carrying, all sorts of things. You, sir, are not doing anything. Go forth. Go forth. I'm going to need a lot more than just the 2 planks you've created, or slabs rather, 2 slabs that you've created so far. Continue on, good sir. Right. Some people are still homeless, but they are working now on these tents. Just need a few more resources. They just need a bit more wood for this. And they can get it. We have selected trees for cutting down. Maybe not as many as we could have. I mean, we could get rid of, all of those trees and most of those ones. Some of these. Continue to chop down the trees. And there's ones really close by that they could be chopping down. They don't seem that bothered by them, I guess. We might need a few more people on the whole harvesting front. Maybe we'll swap those around. Let's have one less general worker and one more harvester. Because these guys here, they're not going to do anything if they don't have the logs and the stone to do it. Oh, village doctor has been researched, so we can do the next thing now. So let's take a look. Decontaminator is good, so that will help us fight the spread of toxic plants. That could be really helpful. Scavenger hunt would also send out people to go explore some of those points of interest that are around. The food stand, I don't think we need that just quite yet, so we'll hold off on that one. Now, we could get some new foods, or the dung collector. I mean, Onbu did just go to the washroom, so if we want to collect his poo, we're going to need that, or the horn blower, so that would help us command Onbu. Now, he won't always listen. Okay, he will choose sometimes whether to ignore us or not. I think we're probably... Let's leave the hornblower for now. Let's go with... Tempted by the scavenger hut. There's a lot of good things out there that we could be gathering. If we look out here, we'll be able to send people to the oasis, for example. They might be able to find some fresh water. Or to the quarry, they might be able to find some stone. Or get some sand. Or things like this, the mine. There might be iron ore back there. But there might also be, hidden knowledge. Or even... if we send them to some places, we might even be able to find more nomads, more villagers to join us. So it would be a good one to get. So let's see if we can get that going. Now, how many... We just have one person working here, which is fine, because we don't need that many mushrooms to start. We don't even have a way to feed Onbu yet. We don't have the feeding trebuchet. Which I suppose is actually... That is a good shout for why we probably should research Hornblower, because we would need the Onbu kitchen and the feeding trebuchet to actually take care of him. At the moment, we have no way to feed our Onbu. Sometimes you find spots, like the sleeping spot, a spot for him to eat. But not always. And this is veteran difficulty, so it might not come up for a while. We don't want our Onbu to die, because if our Onbu dies, we die. He's the one keeping us safe. He's keeping our village alive. If without him, then that's no good. But also, if we don't survive, he's going to have a hard time surviving. So, it's a mutual relationship here. We're helping each other out quite a lot. Right. Got 29 water. It's actually not very much there. We only need it for planting crops, but now that we're planting mushrooms, they are using water over here to get the mushrooms planted. Now, ideally, we'd get this in the ground, and then we'd start using the water for beets for our own food. Because at the moment, our people are only eating berries, which is not bad. It's fine. As our population grows, though, so will the needs of our people. Right now, they're all right. Housing quality is good enough. They have a house. That's all they care about at the moment. But as we become a bigger village, they're going to want better houses, better food quality, better food variety, and they're going to get a bit more demanding, which is fine, okay? As they grow, they want better things, just as, anyone would. Right, we can build the herbalist, which would help us plant herbs, which is probably a very good idea because I kind of ignored this up until this point. Herbs will be used to turn into medicine by the village doctor, and the village doctor will cure our people if they get sick. So we might want to put this up here so we can start to grow. We have to plant it on a green spot. And I just feel like we don't have a ton of green spots, really. Maybe we'll put it over here. Down at the bottom. Yeah, we'll put it there. And then let's build a village doctor as well. I think the village doctor will put here. It's kind of central on the map because we've got all of this space as well. So, and we will eventually kind of spread down this way. Now, it's really cool because every time you play this, it's a little bit different because where you get the brown. Last time I played, I had the brown, it was all up here, which made it nice and easy because you're growing the mushrooms for Onbu and everything was kind of close by. Look, we've stayed in a desert biome, so this is just a different desert. It's the same, but different. So it's going to be just as hot here. We're not getting any relief from that heat, unfortunately. Right, the herbalist and the village doctor are both things that are kind of high priority for us. I mean, the kitchen, they've started building it, but honestly, we probably need the doctor first. At least someone here is working on cutting these trees down. And what do we need to build that? We need just wood and stone. So actually, we could prioritize that. It's a wood and stone one. This one is planks and slabs, though. But at least this is right here, so it's not too far away. If I put this road here, do you know what they're going to do immediately? Try to build the road, because that's what they like to do. Right, you again have nothing to do. There's not enough resources, is there? Your 2 slabs are not cutting it. Right, Onbu is quite tired. He's at 82% sleepiness. In fact, it's flashing at us. So he's probably going to take the chance here to have a little sleep. So it's unaffected by poison, so we don't have to worry about poison in the air or poison on the ground affecting our Onbu. And look at that, he's going to lie down for a little snooze because this place is nice and soft and cozy. And he's a very, very happy Onbu. Is he gonna have a big yawn? Oh, there's the toe stretches. Big yawn. Oh. And now he's just going to have a little snooze, and that's going to take care of this for us so he's not so tired. And luckily, we are nice and safe here. No poison. Phew. Okay. That means we can kind of crack on up here while he has his little sleep. Lots of cactus growing here, which is good because we're going to need the water. The mushrooms are going fine. We may actually even take one of these villagers away because we're going to need more workers. We've got a lot to do. There's a lot of things that need building and a lot of things that need chopping down, carrying from place to place, and all of that. I mean, this we've put as high priority because we need to probably be building those herbs as quickly as we possibly can. A lot of things that we're asking them to do, though, so they're very, very busy. It's never a dull moment here on the back of Onbu. Now, he's still getting hungrier, which is... I'm feeling a little concerned by that because we don't even have the research needed to feed him. We do have 4 people researching, so hopefully they're going as quick as they can. We're going to go for the hornblower next, I think, and then we can get the feeding trebuchet and all of that slowly. I mean, there's a few things to do before that. So hornblower. Then we have to get the kitchen so we can actually make the mushrooms into the food. And then we need the trebuchet, which means we're going to need a lot of planks and a lot of slabs. And we currently we're not getting those either because these people are not having enough stone. Look, he's just standing around. What are you doing? Get the stone. Just go get some stone. It will be fine, I promise. Oh boy. We might even temporarily close this. Although he's actually working on getting those slabs to places where we need them. This kitchen's going to be built soon. And I feel like we probably could have held off a little bit longer in the kitchen. I may have made a mistake on that one. Because that means 10 planks and 10 slabs are going there when they probably should have gone towards, I don't know, a village doctor to keep us healthy, or possibly to a way of feeding Onbu. I mean, we are going to need this kitchen eventually. We're just going to get it a bit sooner, I guess. Oh dear. Right, Onbu's getting closer to wanting to wake up. He's at 11% now. And then he'll continue to wander and possibly put us in harm's way, and it's all very scary. We haven't even had our first encounter with poison yet, but we're definitely not prepared to deal with poison either. So hopefully he gives us a bit more time. Now look, you're not doing anything. I'm going to close this. You can go and join the harvesters. Go and harvest, would you? We'll have to open this up again later. There we go. The scavenger hunt is now researched, so we're going to research the hornblower next. So let's commit to that one. And Onbu, there he is. He's waking up. He's had a good nap. And he's going to get back up and he's going to continue on his merry way. Oh dear. And we'll see what other trouble Onbu can get us into. But we'll have to do that in the next episode because unfortunately we are out of video time for today. If you're loving The Wandering Village as much as I do, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any more of our wonderful Onbu. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.